Hello there, only one Kenobi here, only one. This is VC141 and it's a good one, this one. It's a card back it's like they've remedied the past, or they've rectified something that should have happened in the past. The one I've got spinning is that one I've just shown you there, the Black Series one. I actually have two of them because they were selling them off for £3.75 not long ago in the UK. But the bottom line is, it's a classic that has been put on the Star Wars card back, and rightly so, you know, from the first 12 as well. It's Chewbacca, and the figure in there is not too dissimilar to this one. Oh, he's just turned his back on us. He's turning his back on us. He's turning around now. I think they've just done a different paint job on the actual figure. It's growling Chewie, mouth open. Suits that card back. Don't you agree? To a T. Brilliant. So thank you for that, Hasbro. Yes, I am talking to you. I'm thanking you for that, because there are loads of card backs in the modern era that we have for the first 12. I mean, I don't doubt they all need updates. Like that Luke there is VOTC. It's not even part of the vintage collection. I do, you know, personally classify it as vintage collection because it was the prelude to the vintage collection. You can see you've got Han there, Leia. They're all first 12 characters. We go over here though, so the story with Chewie is very much the same as the story with 3PO, although that makes me angry, you know, what Hasbro have done with him. I mean, look at him. We are absolutely stuffed out with 3POs on the wrong card back, on an Empire card. So he came out there. No, he didn't. That one, Saga Collection, VOTC, Vintage Original Trilogy Collection, sorry, 2004. Then you got 2010. 2020, I've said this so many times on my channel, some people are probably sick of hearing me saying it, but then there's Chewie there. That was also VOTC, but they did it deliberately. They put him on the Return of the Jedi card and him on the Empire card because that's what they would have done in the 80s. They had Farm Boy Luke's with Empire Strikes Back card backs and Return of the Jedi cards. It was just what happened. But time has come to rectify these mistakes, and they still haven't for a few. They did him, and I was really happy when they brought back Chewie. I mean, back when he came out here, I just thought, man, why are you putting him on this card back? He should be put on a vintage card back. Don't forget, this Black Series line followed the vintage collection between 2010 and 2012, and then they got rid of it, which was a bit of a shame. But in fact, it's quite funny actually. The latest vintage collection has been running now for 2 years. Since 2018 anyway, so we're going strong here. We're doing well. Keep it going. So all they need to do is give us 3PO on a Star Wars card. Look at the mess behind. Look at that. These are figures. These are going on this wall shortly. And then also him on a Star Wars card. But the thing that really gets me about 3PO is they've missed a golden goose opportunity to put him on a Star Wars card, which was this year. I know it's Empire Strikes Back 30th anniversary and everything, but really, you know, you'd think they'd be doing him. Should have been done again, or well, more so Lobot, should we say, or AT-AT Driver. But anyway, maybe one day they'll get round to doing 3PO again. It's funny, this video was supposed to be a vintage collection quick shot on Chewie, and this card back just opens up a whole can of worms on talking about what they need to do. Oh, and finally, yeah, Stormtrooper on a Star Wars card back. That's George Lucas there. But if they could do a Stormtrooper as good as the recent Rogue One one, which is this one here, pretty much more or less, give or take, then we'd all be very happy with that. So there you are. That's the situation with Chewie. But Chewie is a success story because they finally put him on the card back that he deserves. That image screams aloud. 1977, A New Hope. And so I love this card back. It's great. And not only that, I got to thank these guys again. Yes, Hasbro, because I started my channel because I wanted this guy done. They did it. And I wanted him. And they've done him. Brilliant. So we've got modern equivalents of the first 12. Like him, Tusken Raider. That's not in the vintage collection, but who the hell are we kidding? Look at it. It is the vintage collection. It's modern vintage. It's a modern figure with a classic card back. So, yeah, they could re-release him. It'd be good if they did, actually. I wouldn't say no to another Tusken Raider, especially now after Mando. I said that because I would like them to update the figure. It's got swivel elbows, but yeah, they probably most likely put him on a Mandalorian card back. So anyway, the figures are awesome. There's loads of good Chewies. The funny thing about Hasbro is they first put him out in the publicity with this side parting, which is they basically put this figure out in their publicity, which was quite embarrassing, really. See that one there? I mean, there's different variations of Chewie, but it's either Empire Return or New Hope, and that's centre parting. That's very much the Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. But this one, he's got a very distinct style for New Hope, all brush back 50s rocker style. And also, he looks like that in Force Awakens as well, and also Solo. It's funny, isn't it? It is not a million miles away from this one here. All they've done is done a little bit of a darker paint job, which they didn't really even need to do because the tone of that matches the card more or less. God rest him, dear Peter. And if you want, you could probably even still get these at the Entertainer if you're in the UK. I really don't know, but there were tons of these at one point. They might have all sold now. I just don't know. Oh, by the way, look at that. That is not €12.99. I did not buy this abroad. I think it's the evidence of the fact that they got a lot of stock in the Entertainer in the UK from overseas. I think the word was Spain, but I heard they got him from, Eastern Europe and all sorts of places. I don't know. But still, we got them. We're very lucky, and we managed to get a load of figures for cheap. £3.75, which is ironic because the figures are 3.75 in scale. Thank you for watching. I have been Only One Kenobi. If you are new around here, subscribe. Sort of went off on lots of tangents there, talking about all sorts of card back history, but that's the deal at the time of making this video. So do check the date of this video if you're watching this in the future and they've finally given us a 3 PM on a Star Wars card back. Who knows? Maybe they will have. This has been Only One Kenobi. Only one. Out.